If there's anything more ubiquitous in the police procedural than the killer saying, "I had no choice," at the end when they're facing down the detective, it's the switcheroo that the killer tries to pull by drowning a person in one liquid and then placing them in another. She is found in a bowl of chicken soup, but there's jello in her lungs, that kind of thing, and they always think it's going to work. And in this case, the body is found in the ocean, and her dog is trying to pull her out of the ocean, and so it gets listed as her dog having killed her for a week until it is determined that it's not seawater in her lungs, it's fresh water with salt or something sprinkled into it. Pretty clever, but not clever enough for Abel Marsh, the detective played by James Garner in this case. This was a movie that was the last one shot on the MGM backlot, and apparently people decided to come and be in this movie because they wanted to be on the last movie shot on the MGM backlot, and that's why we have this powerhouse cast of James Garner, Katharine Ross, Hal Holbrook, June Allison, Peter Lawford, Edmund O'Brien, Christopher Connolly, just to name a few. I was going to talk to you about a very la-ti-da French movie today called Eternal Return, but my eternal return is to the police procedural, and I don't even like cops. Sorry if there's any cops listening to this, but you know how it is. But in my defense, both movies do star dogs. So that's what I did today. I solved this mystery with James Garner. You will figure out who the red herring is before he does, but you will not figure out who the killer is. The clue is that the victim apparently was bisexual and yet pregnant, which was mind-blowing to people of 1972, but probably not so much today. There's a little bit of homophobic language that will slap you in the face because we're not used to hearing it anymore, but if you can look past that, this is an enjoyable mystery. This was a theatrical film. They used the character of Abel Marsh at least 2 more times in TV movies starring Andy Griffith, Winter Kill and The Girl in the Empty Grave, which I enjoyed. Both of those, at least one of those started with the same joke that They Only Killed Their Masters started with, which was about a town, small police department not having enough budget for the things they want. Sometimes they only get a broom. Sometimes they get a typewriter with no keys. And there's another feature I enjoyed in They Only Kill Their Masters, which was people picking up each other's language quirks. The word neat gets repeated throughout the film from one character to another. And also there's the word holy with a W, not with an H. And there was something else. Ooh, why do I do this? Why do I do the things I do? I'd tell you if I knew. I don't know. That's all I have to say about They Only Kill Their Masters, apparently, because my brain is loading. But I hope you had a good weekend, a relaxing Sunday. I'm having a good day. I'm going to go and play some Disney Dreamlight Valley, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.